Oh, yeah.
Try not to cry. Right. I know, right? She's amazing. And that's
She wrote the speech herself, right?
I'm so excited.
Good afternoon, everyone. If you don't mind coming in and taking a seat, we're going to get started. It is my favorite day of the year. Good afternoon. On behalf of LaGrange High School and the Teaching as a Profession Pathway, I want to welcome our guests. My name is Melanie Reeves, and we are here to celebrate 5 seniors who have completed the TAP pathway and still plan to pursue a degree in education. Ladies and gentlemen, will you please give a round of applause to our 2025 TAP seniors.
Thank you all for joining us to celebrate the commitment of our 2025 TAP signees. Taylor, Addison, Bromley, Aaliyah, and Dorothy, congratulations. Today, you're not just thinking, yeah, you guys can clap, of course. Congratulations. Today, you're not just thinking about what's next in high school graduation. You're making a powerful decision to give back, to lead, and to teach. You're choosing a path that will shape lives, change communities, and leave a lasting legacy. You're here because you felt that spark, that pull toward the classroom. Maybe it came from a teacher who believed in you, a moment when you helped someone understand something new, or a dream of making school a place where every student feels seen and supported. Whatever brought you here, please know this, your commitment matters. You're stepping into a journey that is filled with challenges, but it's also truly filled with heart, impact, and real purpose. And we could not be prouder of you for taking that first step today. At this time, we will begin with the introduction of our 5 signees. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Mason. Ladies and gentlemen, after we recognize our seniors, we have a special announcement at the end of this program. We have several special guests with us today. We have representatives from colleges. We have ASC personnel, school board. Mr. Kevin Dunn from the school board, do you mind standing so we can recognize you? Thank you. We have friends here, we have classmates here, hello, and the bleachers, and the families that you have supported these students and allowed and trusted them to drive to their TAP internship every day, and we trust them. But especially the former teachers, some of them could regrettably not be here today, but all of the former teachers who were invited to say they were honored to have been invited, and it may have been a while since you taught these students, but they remembered you and the difference that you made to them. A special thank you to those who made arrangements to be here today. I would like to give a special shout out thank you to Mr. Mike Evans and his student Jaden for live streaming our ceremony on the Facebook page. We appreciate you, Mr. Evans. And this event could not have been successful without the help of Paracrow, Ms. Rhonda Trailer, who has worked tirelessly on all of the celebratory items in the lobby. Did you see them? And Mrs. Heather Evans, who made all of our signage and invitations. The media center set up our backdrop, and professional photographer, Mr. Harry Hernandez, is here taking pictures. He will be here after the ceremony. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Now today our seniors will be celebrated alphabetically, and then we are grateful that we have some college representatives here to welcome after all of these signees have spoken. Now speakers, I will ask you to come up to the lectern. I have a few extra seats to save time. As I introduce each signee, please introduce yourself. There is no reason for the number of attendees for each signing. Some could come, some could simply not. So seniors, as I introduce you, you don't need to stand up, but if you would just raise your hand when I call your names. Our first signee is Ms. Taylor Nation. I have known Taylor for 4 years in the TAP program and in British literature. When asked about teachers who inspired Taylor into going into the teaching profession, Taylor had many. Here to celebrate Taylor are Mr. Blackwell, Coach Tim Reed, Ms. Rhonda Traylor, and Mrs. Carrie Calloway. If you are here to speak for Taylor, please step up. And if I miss you, I want to introduce yourself.
It is truly an honor to speak about Taylor. She is a student who has left a lasting impression on my heart, not just humble and hardworking young woman. Taylor doesn't show up. When she does show up, she brings a light with her. She treats others with respect. She encourages her peers, and she leads by a quiet example. Her work ethic is matched only by her compassion, and anyone who knows her can tell you that she is a blessing in their life. More than anything, Taylor exemplifies what it means to walk in faith. She lives her values daily with grace, humility, and a heart that reflects Christ. It's students like her who are really why I teach. Because with students like her, we know that our future is in good hands.
So first, it's an honor to be here to recognize Taylor. Taylor's an incredible student. She's an incredible person. Taylor's going to go to Point University, become a special education teacher. Special education teachers are special. And I think that says a lot about you as a person. I think that says a lot about your heart and your purpose as a person to go in that field. But when thinking about you, Taylor, and characteristics of who you are, I had two that I thought meant a lot to me as who represented you. And those two characteristics are hard work and perseverance. I taught Taylor AP US History last year. And AP US History, many maybe know, is a very difficult and challenging class. And Taylor, through your hard work and your perseverance, you got it. You didn't give up when a lot of kids did. You pushed through it and you succeeded. You chose the hard road, which a lot of people don't choose. Because you've been, that path has been hard and you're so good at that, that's going to make you a stronger person. It's going to make you a stronger adult, a stronger professional. Taylor, you've been a model student. You were the hardest working student in your class. You ask questions when you have them all the time. You come for help. You know your struggles, and you work to overcome those struggles. And that's an incredible trait to have as a student and as a person. You're going to be an incredible teacher. I'm so proud of you, your family is proud of you, your teachers, your classmates are proud of you, the work that you've done to get here. I'll leave you with this, Taylor. Once a Granger, always a Granger. You need to put that on your resume. And in 4 years, when you 4 or 5 years, when you come back and you interview for a job here at LHS, you start with that, and then you tell them, give them the keys to the classroom. Come on, guys. Congratulations.
These teachers, they've got the pleasure of having the hard-working person that Taylor is in the classroom. That extended into the softball field as well. And I think it would be an understatement for me to say that she impressed the heck out of everybody around her on the softball field with the things she's able to do. And that stems straight from her heart. And I think that's her biggest attribute that Taylor has, is the heart that she brings. She's going to bring that same heart into the profession of teaching. And she's going into special education, which I think is right in her wheelhouse, because she handles those students really, really well today. I can only imagine that she's going to grow and improve upon those skills here over the next 4 or 5 years. So, Taylor, I'm very, very proud of you. I know everybody that's here for you is proud of you, and can't wait to see what you do in your future. We love you.
Because I've had the privilege of teaching Taylor in the teaching pathway and in British literature, I learned that her commitment is consistent. She is not only kind and sweet, but she has a great work ethic. Taylor is interning at Franklin Forest every day with Mrs. Strong's first graders. And one week, Taylor was rewarding these students with donuts one morning, and I said, Taylor, what day do you want to bring the donuts? And she's like, not yet, they've been talking too much. Taylor, you will be a tough teacher. In TAP, Taylor related to the congratulate Ms. Taylor Lee.
Okay, so I would like to thank everyone for coming out and supporting me today. What is okay, so I'd like to thank everyone who came out and supported me, like my family and my friends and all the teachers that came to support me. I'd also like to thank everyone that's watching online. My family has helped me a lot throughout my life because I've been through a lot. Hopefully I won't cry, see? No matter what I've been through, they've always been there to support me and they always will be there. My freshman year, when I was coming into Lake High School, I didn't know what I wanted to do. I got placed in the Swings teaching as a professional class and fell in love with teaching. It was a really good experience. From that day on, I knew that's what I was meant to do, that's what God wanted me to do. My sophomore year, I joined the Virtual Marines. That has been a really good experience for me. Seeing all of the different athletes come together and work as a team has been amazing. My best friend put on my team. He's doing best away last April. My grandfather has always been there to support me as well. Here today, he could. Lastly, I would like to give a big shout out to Miss John at Bucking Forest for letting me intern with her. Going over there every day has really shown me what it's like to be a teacher. And it's great. Seeing all the kids come in, being excited to see you, and they're always like asking for help. Has always really like I'm always willing to help everybody. So it's great. And with that being said, I'll be attending Fort University and majoring in special education. Thank you all for coming again.
Our next signing is Addison Shockley. And Addison completed the pathway last year and yet still continues to teach at Lincoln Forest through our work-based learning program. If you are here to speak for Addison, please make your way up. Addison said that the teachers who have touched her are Mrs. Angie Smith, Mrs. Caitlin Snyder, Mrs. Tiffany Payne, Mrs. Christy Joe, and her intern teacher, Mrs. Jennings.
I cannot say enough great things about Addison. I just love having her. She's been a real joy to have her, in Lincoln Forest, in my kindergarten classroom. I'm sorry for Miss Destiny. Jennings, sorry. So Addison has worked with me for the past 2 years, and from the very first day she stepped into my room, I knew she was going to be a dedicated and hard-working student. From the beginning, Addison showed a true eagerness to learn. She constantly asked questions, saw new knowledge, and never hesitated to lend a helping hand. Addison, there's one thing I hope you carry with you always. Never stop being that person. The world of education is constantly evolving, and there is always more to discover. As long as you continue to grow, learn, and think with your heart, this is truly yeah, it's been an honor to watch you work hard, stay focused, and follow your calling.
Joe Ward. I teach English, and I'm happy to be speaking on behalf of Addison this afternoon. First of all, when I sat down, Mr. Calhoun said, "So you're going to wing it?" I said, "Oh, yes." I forgot my notes. I did write down notes, Addison, and for Raleigh too. So you're going to wing it. But this is a thing to speak about such awesome kids. And, you know, I just met Addison this year as a senior. She's taking a dual enrollment college courses, so she's already getting a head start, right? And the first time I met her, you know, walking in, I noticed her smile. I mean, immediately smile, kindness, sweetness, respect. She exuded all those things. I was like, this is a nice kid. And teachers know it. The first time I met that initial impression, and I was like, this is a really nice kid. I knew it. And so we obviously get to know each other this semester, and you know what a privilege it is to be named one of your teachers, because we've had a short time together, but in this time I've learned that you're not only goal oriented, you know what you want, you know where you're going, and you're getting there. Today we see that. I do have a quick funny story. So Addison was asked it when we were picking stories and drawings, and kids were doing presentations. I said, you can work independently or as a duo. And unfortunately, her friends picked each other. She came back, she said, I can work by myself. I said, yes, I'm sorry. Sometimes that's how the cookie crumbles. It's hard, but you can do it. It's easy. And she was so nervous about it. I said, you'll be fine, you'll be fine. Anyway, so she presented this week, and she gets up there, she goes, I'm really nervous. I said, you're about to do this for the rest of your life. You're going to have an audience. You're going to have, she goes, but not teenagers. I said, well, we can have like pre-K, let's go. And my sister's like, yeah, let's go. Anyway, she did an awesome job. I had no worries. I mean, she's such an awesome young person. She spoke with confidence and presented, you know, what she needed to present to class. And, you know, that just tells me again, even though she was nervous about it, she can do anything. And I know future-wise, she's going to be an amazing teacher. And all those little kids are going to be lucky to have her as a teacher one day.
One of Addison's former elementary school teachers could not be here, Miss Angie Smith, but sent a message that she asked me to read. Addison, I don't think you know this, but Angie Smith says, congratulations to you, Addison Shockley. I will never forget teaching you in 3rd and 4th grade. What teacher gets to do this? I did. I was the lucky one. Angie Smith says, you came into my classroom and into my life with a boundless spirit and a smile that would light up the room. You will forever hold a dear, precious place in my heart. You were full of spunk, laughter, humor, curiosity for all things, and you kept me on my toes. You questioned everything and always wanted to know how and why things worked the way they did. You always were surrounded by friends and never lacked for a great story. I used to love hearing about your little brother and sister, and of course, your mom and dad. I always knew you would have a higher calling in your life, and today I am proud to find out that you will become an educator. No one can ever take that privilege away from you. You will have many rewards and blessings in your life. And you too can make a difference in the lives of others. Apparently you continue with your education, and today you will reap the rewards of remaining a dedicated student with ambition and goals. Thank you for choosing me, Angie Smith says, to be your reason, and now you can live out your own legacy and become the reason for countless others who decide to enter the educational field. Congratulations, my sweet Daddy. I love you. So as a student, Addison seemed to be worried a lot about all of those assignments in my class. Her countenance was so concerned, but we teachers love this. When shadowing and observing elementary schools in the TAP program, we knew Addison knew what age she was drawn to, and she loves the littles. In writing about her philosophy of education, you all went into this, Addison said, and I quote, if you encourage students to work hard and try their best, they can do it. They won't feel like they can do anything.
you for my family, for always being by my side during all of it, and go Rangers.
Raleigh Thompson is our next signing, and Raleigh says that the teachers who have been so special to her and inspired her are, and if you're here, please come up. Her Franklin Forest internship teacher, Mrs. Mines, we have some seats over here, Mr. Eric Calhoun, Miss Ansley Hall, Coach Jim Reed, Mrs. Ward, Mrs. Montelis, Madison Shelton, and Frida Scott. If you are here, please step up and introduce yourself.
I'm Sharon Myers, and I've had the pleasure of sharing my classroom with Sweet Raleigh for 2 years. In our classroom, we serve a big group of students that have a wide range of disabilities. In August of 2023, Ms. Beanie came to me and she said, "There's a TAP student who wants to work in your room." It was immediately, no way. My stance was simply that we need every teacher we can get, and introducing a high school student into such a challenging environment would surely turn her away from the career. Fast forward to October, we were going on a field trip and I desperately needed extra hands. I went to Miss Binion and she said, "Great, Raleigh." Raleigh showed up that day. She was smiling, she was solving problems, she was taking our kids where they needed to be, and she showed up that day ever since. She instantly fit in with our crew. She was all in, and she's been all in every day since. She's led our morning meetings every morning like a teacher with 20 years of experience. She's offered to miss high school events of her own to cover things in our classroom. She showed up to spend lunch with me on my birthday when the class party that was planned was derailed. Riley has formed genuine friendships and relationships with our students, their families, and countless other key staff. She is a Falcon, always will be, and we are so proud that we've had the pleasure of sharing our students with her. Raleigh, thank you for consistently asking to work in my classroom until I caved. There will be a gaping hole without you next year. Thank you for loving our kids, choosing to be a teacher. Thank you for being an amazing role model for Mom Kate. I love you and I'm proud of you.
Good afternoon, my name is Aaron Cohen, and I had the pleasure of teaching Raleigh in the AP biology class this fall semester. It is truly my honor today to speak about a student who has not only shown a walk in the road, who is prepared to take on one of the most meaningful roles in our society, the role of teacher. Raleigh's journey is one to speak resilience, passion, and determination. When Raleigh first came to my classroom, she approached the challenge with some hesitation. Unsure of what was ahead, and perhaps even unsure of her own abilities at the time. But what impressed me the most she did not let that uncertainty stop her. Instead, she made a decision to rise to the challenge. Over time, I transformed into a model student who was engaged every day, not just present, but actively involved. She asked questions, and questions, and questions, and more questions. And she sought feedback and showed a genuine curiosity for learning. She worked hard to meet her goals, and through that hard work, she discovered the strength and confidence that had been with her all along. Raleigh's master reputation is clear in everything she does. She has a true heart for helping others, that more than anything is what makes a great teacher. Knowledge can be taught, but passion, empathy, and perseverance are traits that come from within. And Raleigh can embody all of that. As she moves forward in the teaching profession, Raleigh will face new challenges because every student is unique, and every class represents its own story. There will be times to test your patience and creativity, but I have every confidence that you will meet the moments the same way you met challenges in my class. Hard work, resilience, and a deep commitment to making a difference. The impact Raleigh will have on young people is something truly special. She has the potential to be the kind of teacher who changes lives, who helps students find their voice, believe in themselves, and realize their dreams. Raleigh, your journey has already been inspiring. You've proven that you are ready for the next chapter. We're proud of you, we believe in you, and we cannot wait to see the incredible teacher and incredible person you will become. Thank you. Congratulations.
My name is Shelley. I'm back again. Oddly enough, I think I've taught at least 4 out of the 5 up here at the table, and hopefully that impact on them. But I was thankful that Raleigh reached out and gave me an invitation because I taught her back in the 9th grade as just a wee little freshman, and she has changed, developed, and matured so much over these 4
the first time I met her, I noticed a couple of things. Not only was she positive, she had the smile, sweet kid, and you know, that first impression thing. I was like, okay, nice kid, I like her. Listen, her attitude, her go get 'em, like she was ready from day one. And when I say someone who cares and is meticulous and wants to do the very best you can, that is Raleigh. And I was so impressed with her. And you know, we get through we have 2 classes, and so like she's top notch, she's doing what she needs to do, and I'm just impressed by that. And so again, I have no like worries, and I said this is a kid who's after something, and she's going to achieve everything she sets out to do. But then we talked about being a high school teacher, right? And I was like, are you sure? You see what we do every day. Anyway. I know she can handle anything, but you know, she won the senior superlative, most likely to come back and teach at LaGrange High School. And Raleigh, I want to hold you to that. I have 7 years left, and I would love to work with you those last 3 years. So, Mr. Rosen will find a way, so you can come back here and teach with us, your former teachers. We love it. We love working with our former students, and I know it's such a blessing. But something personally, Raleigh and I connected on is her faith. We got to talk about, you know, her beliefs, and you know, one of her essays was about, you know, some biblical stuff. And sometimes when people are like, you know, maybe we should not do that, but I don't know, it's something she cares about. So we connected. We talked about how important faith was, and just different things like that. And so I personally believe that, you know, young people have such a strong foundation, have nothing to worry about. And so I'm really excited about your future. Good luck, and I love you. I love you all. And like Coach Reed, I taught 4 out of 5 of these young people. Taylor, I didn't get to teach, but I know her, and I get to see her, and I taught her twins, so I know you too, and I know you're going to be amazing as well. I'm proud of all of y'all.
Ladies and gentlemen, we just get everybody in. Now, Raleigh Thompson was my leader. She could do anything I needed her to, and often better than I could. She is confident. She is reliable. Raleigh completed the pathway last year and still continues to teach at Franklin Forest every day through a work-based learning program with special needs children. I feel like you've been teaching longer than I have. When Raleigh was at the first level of TAP a few years ago, she was supposed to examine her own philosophy of education, and her words were, I aspire to be a thoughtful teacher, making sure I do not jump to conclusions as a teacher. I know that I will constantly be learning from my students. I will retain positive relationships with my students through communication with them. And Raleigh, these were insightful words then, even years ago. Look at you now. I sure will wish you coming to visit me. Ladies and gentlemen, Ms. Raleigh Thompson.
Well, good afternoon, everyone. I'm so grateful to all of you for being here. Thank you for my former teachers for coming. Thank you for saying kind words about me, and I would like to just talk a little bit about how it affected my life. Miss Reeves, I started as a shy little teen freshman who didn't really know anything and didn't know what she wanted to do. And over the past few years, Miss Reeves has really changed that. She allowed me to step into the internship as someone who was confident and prepared while they just Miss Reeves in class. So I started at Franklin Forest with Miss Lyons, and the number one thing that Miss Lyons taught me was she taught me how to lead with compassion. She taught me how to teach and be a teacher that shows students that they're loved while also disciplining them and using behavior management strategies. And that's something we definitely have to do as a teacher. And it's hard to show students that they're loved while you do that. So to learn that from you was really valuable. And I can't even talk about all the information she's given me. She's taught me the ins and outs of teaching every single day. So I could talk for hours, but I'll keep it at that. Mr. Calhoun, as he said, he was my AP biology teacher, and he was very kind. I was a very lousy student at first, and just did not really, biology did not come easy for me, so that was something I really had to work at. And it just frustrated me, but Mr. Calhoun did not let me feel myself. He kept just trying he loved me asking endless questions. As soon as my hand would go up, he would answer it. He would tell me that it's my job to answer questions, and that really stuck to me, and it showed me that as a teacher, I want to be that teacher. I want to be the kind of teacher who is there for my kids and shows up for their curiosity and truly answers it. So thank you for that. Thank you for honoring that as a teacher. Miss Ward, the number one thing that stood out to me for you was just your kindness. The second that I walked in your classroom, you were so welcoming and so warm, and it was really nice to come into every day. No matter what kind of day I had, I always would walk in your classroom and with a smile. That was the number one thing that really just touched my heart was your kindness. And even now, I love just going to see you because you're always so kind and welcoming. And even to your students, I can tell when I walk in there, the students you have now, I love that about you. Coach Green, I had you a long time ago. It was like forever ago, 4 years. And I had you for biology too. And I don't really remember what class, but I remember you were a teacher. And I remember how you made it easy to learn that. You made it easy to walk in every day and answer the questions and do the work. It wasn't such a hard class to come into. So as a ninth grader, I needed that, and I truly, truly thank you for that. To my family, thank you for all the support you've given me. Thank you for meeting me with patience when I came home after a hard day of teaching. Thank you for the love that you showed me. Thank you for letting me tell all my crazy teaching stories, but the Lord knows I have a million, and I love to talk about it. So thank you all so much.
Aaliyah Twilly is our next signee, and she recently decided to graduate early. So Aaliyah did not mind that we did not have time to get her invitations and party favors in time for the day, but we are so happy to celebrate your day, Aaliyah. Aaliyah interns every day at Coliseum every morning with Mrs. Terrell. And in addition to Mrs. Terrell, says that Ms. Jennifer Crowder and Ms. Deanne Smith have especially inspired her, and you were here, please come on up.
I am Dean Smith. I teach English here, and I've had the pleasure of teaching Aaliyah 2 years, 9th grade and 10th grade. And she has been a pleasure. She tried very hard. She worried consistently over her writing. But the nicest thing about Aaliyah was that she always worked with the other students. She wanted to help the others that didn't understand. Or she volunteered to do great papers. Or she always wanted to be helpful. And I appreciate that. And she always came in with kindness and love. And I wish you the very best, and I know you'll be great.
Preparation for GMAS in the last few weeks. So I really enjoyed having her, and she is an awesome student who has been so excited to learn new things and just excited to be there and so very helpful. The kids love her. I asked the kiddos today what were some things that they loved about Miss Aaliyah. There were a lot of great comments. These were some, because she's always making me happy. She helps me learn stuff and helps me before GMAS comes. She's so helpful. I like that she tells me good job for free. So these were just a few of the sweet comments. They have a lot more. I think she actually, I might have seen some of their cards, but they made cards, and I have just loved reading all the sweet things that they've said about her. And I know that she's going to make a phenomenal teacher one day. Congratulations.
But my special person is Aaliyah. I was very surprised that her mom gave me a call and asked me to be here. I don't know if she knew I was coming, but I will always be there to support her, because from the very beginning that I met Aaliyah, she's been a very quiet, humble, sweet, and dedicated young lady. Even as a small child, she's always been there. She's been an amazing help to her mother and an even bigger support in helping raise her brother. allowed me, and her mother has allowed me to be her honorary auntie, and I take that job very seriously. So once you go on and make these extra steps in your life, know that I'm here, and the Almighty has you wrapped into His hands, darling. You have been blessed and highly favored since the beginning of your life. I love you forever.
My name is Miss Crowder. I am not an educator. I work for communities and schools, and I am the site coordinator for LaGrange High School. Last year I made earlier, I'm honored that you chose me when Miss Reese reached out to me about starting. I was crying because you never know how you can. I don't know what I did to deserve this honor, and I'm just going to say that now I'm honored. I don't know what I did, but I truly give God all the glory. Aaliyah, thank you for choosing me as being an inspirational person in your life. We met last year, and you have been joined at my hip, literally. I asked her sometimes, do I have anything else to do besides call a 53-year-old lady? You must be really bored. She's persevered through, you have persevered through so many obstacles that are testament to your tenacity, your unconditional love, your focus, and your determination. Those are attributes that are definitely needed in the education, the field of education. Your students will be blessed to call you a teacher. I will miss you, and I wish you well in all your future endeavors. Congratulations.
Aaliyah has been a pleasure in class. She immediately took to working with our special needs students here at LaGrange High. Whenever she had a chance, when she finished her work, she would ask to go see these students. And although Aaliyah is quiet, she is respectful and she is intentional in her work. And 3 years ago, when asked why she wanted to become a teacher, she won't remember this, but Aaliyah wrote, "When I was younger, I would play school with my toy animals and younger family members. And when in daycare, I used to help my teachers clean up." Aaliyah says she's interested in working with ages 7 through 12 because she grew up helping her mother and her younger brother. Let's give a hand to future teacher, Aaliyah.
Good afternoon, everyone. First and foremost, I want to give thanks to God and to everyone who inspired me, envisioned the potential within me. And because of you, I can truly say that I would not be who I am today. Thank you to my mother and my family for believing in me. Next, I want to give thanks to all my former educators for influencing me to be an inspiration in the lives of all the children that I have taught and that I will eventually teach. I want to give thanks to Ms. Carroll and also to Mr. Markley in his absence for giving me the opportunity to step into your classrooms and for trusting me to teach your students. It was very good pleasure every day to walk in the classroom and all the kids just like calling my name with smiles and giving me hugs. It was truly inspirational and helped me to realize that this is what I really want to do. I would also like to give a big thanks to Ms. Reams for even creating this program for me and also for my fellow classmates. She definitely opened the door for us to become the best versions of ourselves, and now we know that we will be that best version.
Next little students, thank y'all. Our final signing today is Miss Darty Adalis Lopez. When I asked Darty to do a few special teachers who would inspire her work, her list was so long that I'm about to speed read. If you were here to speak for Darty, please come on up. Darty gave credit to so many educators: Veronica Longshore, Ashley Vaughn, Angie Smith, Angela McClung, Nikita Leonard, Anna McNamee, Kennedy, Paul Steiger, Savannah Pickles, Jennifer Hale, Mrs. Kobayashi, LaWanda Placid, Jessica Bauer, Caitlin Snyder, Karen
because she's a very loving and caring person. She's a hard worker, and it's my honor to have you in my class. And I know that you are going to be a phenomenal teacher when you get in front of that class. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. Darling. You know, Mrs. Kennedy was not embarrassing more than you like, right? Yeah. Mom, Dad, phenomenal job. From the 6th grade, I'd just like to read out of the book of Galatians what I think about your life. But the fruit of the Spirit is love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, self-control. Against such things, there is no law. She exudes every bit of that from the 6th grade, and I can see it just the aura around her now. I'll call you as parents. Darling, I'll call you. Your faithfulness to God, you let me know that you were a believer back then in 6th grade. I applaud you for that. You lived it out. You lived it out. The kindness you give your classmates to your teachers, unreal. I've never seen it at such a young age. I mean, I've joked with you all before about, I don't even know why they got me teaching middle school. I don't even like middle school. I didn't even like myself when I was in middle school. And Darian's like, oh, Mr. Kennedy. But I applaud you, and I thank you for choosing me to speak on your behalf, because you are going to be an excellent educator because of just your heart. Always remember that with compassion. I love you very much. Mom, Dad, thank you for sharing your daughter with Tripp County Schools.
I am Veronica Longshore. I am Darnie's kindergarten teacher from forever. It seems like forever ago. What was shared with me is they may forget what you say, but they will never forget how you made them feel. As an educator, to be standing up here as a kindergarten, for her to remember our years way back then, Darnie, the love and joy is reciprocated. You made me feel like a wonderful teacher, like the best kindergarten teacher in the whole world. You were loving and kind to your friends, always helpful, determined, whether it's soccer, being friends, building, playing. You're just always there no matter what, and gonna fight through and to do the best that you can do. You have a heart of gold, and with that, you can do anything. As high as you can go, that heart will lead you there. So just continue, stay strong, stay determined. I'm so incredibly proud of you and so honored and humbled that you remembered me as your kindergarten teacher just to be a part of your foundation of what you're growing to. So thank you so much.
Hey, I'm Jennifer Hale. I'm actually going to tell Miss Reed I was going to speak today, but I wanted to say a few things. So she has a whole fan club, so I'll be quick. I'm actually here for a Coliseum, been there for 10 years, and although I didn't teach you in a classroom setting, I had many roles. And I just want to say it's so hard to believe that we're here right now as you're walking down Coliseum halls, and now you're graduating. I'm so proud of you. I also have the fun job of being the crossing guard at Coliseum. So every time I would come in with all my fluorescent yellow, she would be sitting in the conference room, and she was just dedicated and working with students, and I could see her heart. And I just know you're going to be the very best teacher. I'm so proud of you. Love you.
So first of all, let me share that I have had the honor of getting to know all 5 of these students. Is this right? When they all started up at LaGrange High School, they all wanted to come and pour into our LHS Bridges program. which is a program where we serve students who have differing abilities. And I just want to say to all of you that you are amazing. I am so excited to know that you are teachers of the future, okay? Because regardless of what field you go into, as far as what you want to teach, you love all students. You're compassionate and you serve from the heart. So you are going to be world changers, and I just wanted to tell all of you how very proud I am and what an honor it's been to get to know each of you. And Ms. Darney, I was so humbled when I received the invitation. Again, this young lady, she came to LaGrange High School, and she presents such a gentle spirit. Not just gentle, genuine. She is truly genuine, and she is going to be an amazing teacher. The one thing that stood out to me about this young lady is that although she may come across as quiet, she's not. She is, well, she is. She may come across as quiet, but she serves through actions. Okay, anyone can speak words or talk about what their plans are for the future, but this young lady, she serves through actions, and when it matters most, her steady presence, and again her genuine spirit, she not only will be a teacher, she will be a teacher leader, because again she has the heart and the passion for serving others. And Darney, as you prepare to step into the world of teaching, I know you're going to make a lasting impact, because you made a lasting impact on me. And I want to thank you for all that you've done for my students. Thank you for loving them, and thanking you for seeking to serve and to build an inclusive school environment and an inclusive community as a whole. I love you. You're precious. Best wishes to you all.
Good afternoon. My name is Ana Barrientos. Give me a minute. What an honor to be here tonight. Today. I'm a little bit nervous because I thought I was the only one that I have to say these things about that I and then heard kindergarten teachers and sixth grade and everybody saying something that confirmed to me what a wonderful soul that she had, so generous. I know her since she was a ninth grader. I have the privilege to have her twice in my classroom. We had so much fun, but she's a person that she's always there for you, helping you. I'm sure she's going to be a great teacher. And she had this magical smile and tone that God gave her. And a great man, Nelson Mandela, said, if you speak to a man in a language that he understands, that goes to his head. If you speak to him in his own language, that goes to his heart. So parents, students, and teachers, the rest of my words, I don't want to read in Spanish because I'm dedicated to the parents. Yo quisiera felicitarlos por la calidad de persona que es su hija. Ustedes sin duda la han educado y han creado, y es una persona increíble. No hay palabras que puedan expresar para decir la calidad de persona que ella es. Ella no solamente ha ayudado a estudiantes aquí en la preparatoria, estudiantes en la escuela primaria, pero los maestros, el simple hecho de que ella sea bilingüe ha ayudado tremendamente. Y el que ella haya decidido ser maestra yo estoy segura que va a ser de gran ayuda para nuestra comunidad. Muchas felicidades, Dara, que Dios te bendiga en esta nueva etapa que estás tomando y sabes que cuentas conmigo. Te amo mucho, mi corazón y mi salón de clases siempre estará abierto. Felicidades.
Mrs. Caitlin Snyder could not be here today. She left a special message for you, darling, and you, Addison. She said, being a teacher is not for the weak. It takes someone who is dedicated to helping others, who is hardworking, persistent, and has a gentle heart. And these characteristics fit Addison and Darnie perfectly. And I truly believe they will both become amazing teachers. I taught both girls as freshmen, and to see the young women they have grown to be is heartwarming and motivational. It's students like these that come through your doors with a smile on their face each day, eager to spread kindness, to do their best, that make all the difference for teachers. And I hope and pray that these girls have a classroom full of that when they start their career. Congratulations, girls. I'm so proud of each of you. That is from Caitlin Snyder. Now, Darnie has been a pleasure for me to teach. She did her internship at Hollis Hand Elementary. Those secretaries said that when they needed an interpreter, that they would get Darnie to the front office to translate over the phone for them, and she saved the day. And I don't know the story here, but for some reason there was a new student, a first grader who was having a complete meltdown the first day, did not speak English, and they had Darnie come in, and she was able to communicate with him and calm him down. She has worked for the ACE program and is currently working at a daycare after school. Darnie is a superhuman being, and we are so proud to have had you as a granger. Thank you for who you are. Ladies and gentlemen, Ms. Darnie Vidal.
First, I would like to say I want to thank God for His guidance, His blessings throughout this journey. Without faith, none of this would have been possible. I would like to say a few words in Spanish to my parents. Papi, mami, gracias por todo lo que me han dado y por su apoyo. Sin ustedes, no estuviera aquí hoy y los quiero mucho. And of course, I cannot forget about my one and only sister, and I would like to say, as I stand here today, my heart is overflowing with everything you have done for me. Your support has been my guiding light. You've always been my very biggest supporter by telling me to chase my dreams and never give up. I thank you from the bottom of my heart for your love and support. I'm grateful to have you as my sister. I love you, and I love my relatives. And of course, I cannot forget about my family. I'd like to thank you all for your support and pushing me through all the time and make the best out of me. I'm grateful for everything y'all have done for me. And I also want to express my gratitude to my teachers and everyone who have been a part of my education. Your patience and dedication have shaped me to the person I am today. And thank you, Ms. Williams, for everything you have done with us. And I love you. Thank you all for being here and sharing this special moment with me.
We are blessed that we are pressed for time because there's a lot of love in this room. We appreciate our college representatives who have made a special trip to welcome these upcoming freshmen. Taylor Nation will be attending Point University, and here to welcome Taylor to Point is Katura Lassane, Aaliyah Twilley and Addison Shockley have chosen Columbus State, and they are here. Lisa Roberts representing Columbus State. Riley is going to Georgia College in Milledgeville. I haven't seen her yet. Morgan Burke. Yay! Morgan Burke is here to welcome her. If y'all have a brief moment, come on up. Bring whatever you have and say a word.
Good afternoon. I first want to thank Melanie for inviting me and allowing me to be just a small part
came here to welcome two of your young ladies today, Addison and Aaliyah. We are so excited to welcome you to the Columbus State family. We have an incredible education department here that is going to nurture you and guide you and hold your hand and get you through this program. But you are going to have the time of your life, and we are so excited to have you. But I wanted to say one little quick thing before I close. I have not had the privilege of getting to know any of these young ladies yet. I hope I get to. But I'm going to tell you, after listening to all the speeches and all the wonderful things that y'all had to say, the characteristics that I kept hearing were compassion, and kindness, and patient, and tenderhearted, and focused, and organized, and dependable. And I'm going to tell y'all, I sat back and I thought, those are exactly the kind of qualities we look for in teachers. And that I have all the confidence in the world, knowing that no matter where these young ladies go to college or where they end up teaching in whatever school, they are going to be outstanding, incredible teachers. But Addison and Aaliyah, I look forward to working with you. It's going to be great. And go Cougars!
Good afternoon. My name is Katora Lisane. The students call me Dr. K. And Taylor, I heard your speech. I've spoken to you. I've spoken to your mom. And I've heard what everyone had to say about you. And I can proudly say that Point University hit the jackpot. We are so excited to have you. We are a family at Point. We're small, but we're very close-knit. And I just want to say welcome to the family.
Hello everyone, my name is Morgan Bergman and I am the admissions counselor for the LaGrange area and I have just met Ronald today. But she's absolutely wonderful. I was just telling her earlier, being a former educator myself, I know how much it takes and how much love you have to pour into your students. And I'm so glad that I get to share that with my high school students now and I hope that she's able to do that with her special education students. But our education department has put together a little bag for her of specifically education items, which is so great. And for all of you who are here, I know that all of you will be such great teachers, and I know you've heard it over and over again, but continue to hang on to these comments that your mentors are telling you, because these are things that are going to get you through those really hard times as a teacher, and I know that y'all know that. So continue being great, and congratulations, Robin. We're really excited for you at Georgia College and State University.
Thank you, Morgan. Ladies and gentlemen, we are about to have our official signing. Here to congratulate these 5 seniors is someone who has made this day possible. She has supported this event today more than anyone realizes. Our True County CTAP Director, Dr. Jennifer Pike.
Good afternoon, everyone. As the CTA Director of True County Schools, it is absolutely a pleasure to stand before you today to celebrate a very special group of seniors. Those who have completed the Teaching as a Profession pathway and who have already taken the next bold step by being accepted into colleges to pursue a degree in education. First and foremost, congratulations. You've not only demonstrated commitment, perseverance, but you've also made the courageous and noble choice to enter what I believe is the most impactful profession there is, and it is teaching. Teaching is more than a job, it is a calling. It is the one career that never stops giving back. Every day, teachers shape futures, inspire curiosity, and plant seeds of hope and knowledge in the hearts and minds of students. Your future classrooms will be filled with children who look to you not just for information, but for encouragement, guidance, and for you to believe in their potential. And you, in turn, will discover that the greatest rewards come not from the paycheck, but from the lives you help change. As you transition from high school seniors to college students, I wish you all the success and joy in your studies. Embrace the journey, lean into learning, and never lose sight of the reason you chose this path. And when the time comes, when you've earned your degree and you're ready to lead a classroom all of your own, we would be honored to welcome you back to Truth County Schools. Our doors will always be open to passionate, dedicated educators who want to make a
her heart into this program, and she really helps to produce that pipeline of next educators. It's a hard job, but she really works hard to inspire them. Not only does she do that, but she has this year served as a wonderful leader to our other two TAP teachers in the district at Callaway and LaGrange High, so that they can help holistically create this pipeline. So thank you, Melanie. Also, lastly and quickly, I want to let everybody know that this is not just a thing that happens easily. It takes a whole district to make this happen, and part of that are the elementary school principals. So thank you. Thank you for welcoming the TAP students into your building and giving them the opportunity so that they can learn and acquire the skills that's actually going to give them the edge when they go off to school. So thank you all. It takes everybody.
I want to recognize the principal of Franklin Forest who is here today. Lindsay Binion, would you please stand up? She accepts all of our interns who have a question and her teachers train these kids. I didn't do it. They do it. Thank you, Mrs. Binion, for everything. Now, don't go anywhere because we still have one special announcement coming up. But we are now going to commence with our official signing. Seniors, have your pens ready, and parents, have your cameras ready for photo opportunities. We'll have more after the ceremony. Wait until this is read by Dr. Pike, and the seniors will sign at the same time.
Taylor, Addison, Aaliyah, Riley, and Darnay, we applaud your accomplishments, your character, and your resolve to pursue teaching. By signing this letter of commitment, you are committing to improve the quality of education for students in the state of Georgia. The state superintendent, Richard Woods, your local administrators, community members, and teachers commend you for making an honorable decision to improve the quality of life for Georgia citizens through the educational process. You will be a tremendous asset as we work toward educating Georgia's future. On behalf of State School Superintendent Richard Woods, on behalf of the LaGrange High School administrators, please sign the commitment certificate.
Congratulations, seniors. We have a special guest representing Truth County Schools who is standing in for the superintendent and the cabinet. They're at the Ron Clark Academy today. He comes with an exciting piece of news for you and parents. Chief Talent Officer for Truth County Schools, Mr. Dexter Martin.
On behalf of our superintendent, Dr. Hayes, member of the school board, Mr. Dunn, and all of our members of the school board, we certainly want to thank you for having me here today. And I do have something I would like to share with you students, and just want to congratulate you on a job well done. You still have a journey to go, and I want you to make sure that you take the very first step towards a very exciting future in education. As we celebrate Education Signing Day, we honor your commitment to becoming a teacher, a profession that shapes their lives and builds brighter communities. We're especially proud of Truth County, our school district, for having this particular program, because a lot of school systems do not have this. So we're certainly honored for Ms. Reams and the school system for providing this opportunity. But we want to make sure that we let you know that this is certainly a unique opportunity for you that reflects the beliefs and the potential we have that you have to offer our students. So on that note, we certainly can't wait to see you make a difference in the lives of students. And your journey starts now. We're cheering you on every step of the way as a part of Truth County School District. And I want to leave you with this. Teaching is certainly one of the most honorable and professional that we ever will have, and it creates all other professions as well. So we have a job awaiting you as a part of Truth County School System. So we want you to come back, and you don't have to worry about a job once you graduate from college, and we will have a job on behalf of Truth County School System. So if you can open those envelopes, open that folder, you'll be able to see that contract. It's a contract that will give you an opportunity to sign. Make sure you read it over, and we will certainly offer you a contract once you complete all the requirements for the college and you pass the certification assessment.
Thank you, Mr. Martin. Parents, good job, guys. A promise job. Thank you for representing ESC. Thank you all for coming. Plenty of picture opportunities. Thank you for coming. Come celebrate these seniors. Thank you.